A person's greatness is determined by their thoughts. This timeless truth has been proven again and again by the lives of successful people like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos. Napoleon Hill, in his famous book Think and Grow Rich, once said, "What you think about, you become." But if that's true, why do so many people still struggle to succeed? Do they not think about their future? Do they fail to see their own potential? Today's story will answer these questions and teach you a powerful lesson that could change your life. So stay with me till the end, because this story will be worth your time. Once, in a busy railway station, there lived a beggar. Every day, he survived by asking passengers for alms. One day, he saw a well-dressed businessman stepping onto the platform. Looking at his expensive suit and confident walk, the beggar thought, "This man must be rich. If I ask him, he'll surely give me a generous amount." So he walked up to him and stretched out his hand.
But instead of giving him money, the businessman looked at him and asked, "Do you always just take from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar was stunned. No one had ever asked him such a question before. He replied softly, "Sir, I'm just a beggar. I survive by asking. I have nothing to give." The businessman smiled and said, "If you believe you have nothing to give, then you have no right to ask for anything. I'm a businessman. I believe in exchange. If you can give something, I can give you something in return. But if you have nothing to give, then I can't give you anything either." And with that, the businessman boarded his train and left. The beggar stood there in silence, those words echoing in his mind again and again. That night he couldn't sleep. He kept thinking, "What can I possibly give? I'm just a beggar. I have nothing." But the businessman's voice kept ringing in his ears. "If you want to receive, you must first give." For 2 days he didn't beg. He just sat there, thinking. Then, on the 3rd day, he noticed a small patch of wildflowers blooming near the tracks. Their bright colors caught his eye, and suddenly, "What if I give these flowers to people who give me money?" So he picked a few flowers, went back to his usual spot, and every time someone gave him a coin, he smiled and offered them a flower in return. To his surprise, people accepted them with joy. Some even smiled and thanked him. As days passed, something incredible happened. More people started giving him money. He noticed something. Whenever he had flowers, people gave more. But when he ran out, the coins stopped coming. He smiled and thought, "So it's true. People love to receive something in return." One day, he saw the same businessman again, sitting on the train. Excited, he ran up and said, "Sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me money, I'll give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled, handed him some cash, and took a few flowers. "You've truly understood the value of exchange," he said. "Today, you are no longer just a beggar. You've become a businessman." As the train left, the beggar stood there thinking, "Am I really a businessman now?" And then a smile spread across his face. He finally understood. "I'm not a beggar anymore. I'm a trader. People don't give me money out of pity. They pay me for what I offer. This means I have a business." That day, he made a bold decision. He left the railway station forever. Months later, at the same station, two well-dressed—
One of them asked, "Do I know you?" The other smiled and said, "Yes, we've met before. Once when you refused to give me money, and once when you bought flowers from me." The first man's eyes widened. "Wait, you were that beggar?" The flower seller laughed softly. "Yes, that was me. But today, I'm no longer a beggar. I run a successful flower business, and I'm traveling to expand it further." The businessman was amazed. "That's incredible. What changed you?" The flower seller smiled and said, "You taught me one of life's greatest truths. We only receive when we give." That day, I realized I was never really a beggar. I was a businessman all along. I just had to see myself that way. They shook hands again. This
Life is shaped by how we see ourselves. If you believe you are small, you will remain small. But if you recognize your inner potential, you can achieve greatness. So don't limit yourself. See yourself as strong, capable, and successful. Because when your thoughts change, your future changes too. If you liked this story, give it a thumbs up. Comment below what you learned and share it to inspire others. Until next time, believe in yourself.